Hi, my name is Knobeutel, and I published my first Sudoku. And it's most likely going to be the only Sudoku I'm ever going to publish, because this one has a nice flow of logic that came together completely by accident. So I'm not very likely to ever going to be follow up on that. Let's go over the rules. They're actually not that difficult. Regular Sudoku rules, of course. Then we've got Renban lines. Magenta lines consist of non-repeating consecutive digits in any order. X's and V's. Digits separated by an X at 210. Digits separated by a V at 25, and all X's and V's are given. And outside of the grid, we've got little killer digits that show the sum in the direction of the arrow. Now, either you can go and try, because I'm hopefully going to link the Sudokupad link for it, or you can watch me solve it, hopefully. Okay, first thing we see are the V's, in particular this V. Okay, actually the first thing we see is the little killer with the 3 up here. Then we see the V's up here, down here. And this one sees the 2, so it can't be 2, 3 to make up the 5. It has to be 1, 4. And now we notice that this is on the Renban line. It's all on the Renban line. So we're starting at 1 apparently. So we've got 4 cells, meaning we've got the digits from 1 to 5. And this Renban, sorry, this Renban can see this Renban, the digits on this one. And the remaining digits are 6, 7, and 8. And we have a 9 in the cell, so it can't be 9. The 9 has to go over here in that row. If we are looking at the rest of that Renban, which is 8 digits long, and we can't really tell if there's a 9 on it or 1. One of them has to go. We don't know which one. But if we just go all in and pencil mark everything, we can take out the 9s from all of these cells and wait. Hold on. Come on. Sorry, there was something going on with my taskbar. And we've got a 1 and 4 in this cage. So all of these, or rather none of these, can be 1 and 4. And now we've got a 2, 3, 5 triple. And that means that this cell down here can only be a 9, which is great. Because that means that these 3 cells can only consist of the remaining 8 digits, and 6 and 7 on this little killer are rather large. So if we take 6 and 7 and 2, we're at 15. The 2 missing digits are 1 and 2 apparently. And we have to minimize everything, so there's no 8 in this. It goes here. Now, what about this little killer? This little killer has to be minimized as well, because suddenly, because of the 1 and 2, these 3 up here can only the minimum of them can only be 3, 4, and 5, making up 12. Plus 9, we are 21. Plus 2, plus 3, and we are 26. And that's all we can do. And that's every cell minimized. So this one's a 5. These are not 2 and 5. And this one's a 5. And since we're on a Renban line, and this is a little bit hard to see, this one cannot contain a 2 and a 5. And since we're on a Renban line, and there's a 9 on it with 8 cells, cannot have a 1. So it's 3 and 4 down here. So I can enter the remaining digits, 1, 2, and 5, and we've got a 2 and 5 here, so that's a 1. Got a 2 and 5 down there. So what is the next part? I always keep forgetting what to do next. We can enter 1, 2, and 4 into this V. And we can enter the complementary numbers to the X for this one, 2, 3, and 4. And now we've got a quadruple of the digits 1 to 4. So this one has to be a 5. And now we can do basically the same logic twice at this point, because we've got a 5 looking at this Renban, and we've got a 5 looking at this Renban. Let's start with the right one. This one has a 2 down here, so the Renban has to go either completely above 5 or completely below 5. If we're going below 5, we are going to have a collision with the 2. Because we can't make 1, 2, 3, and we can't make 2, 3, 4 in here. So this one has to be above 5. It's completely made up of high digits. This one has another 5 looking at it. And here we don't have a 2, we only have a 9, but the 9 could still allow for 6, 7, 8. But what we do have is 2 low digits, and we can't get another 3 low digits on the Renban. So this one has to be high and has to be 6, 7, 8. It can't be an 8 in the middle, because we already have that 2 down there. Okay, what next? Because of the 1 down here, we've got the 2 and the 1. And because of the 2, we are getting the 5 and the 2. And this is going to happen a lot in this puzzle, that you have to clean up your pencil marks all over the place. And I didn't really intend for that, but I really like the effect. And it makes it a nice puzzle. So, what next? Oh, right, I forgot about this. We've got the 3 and 4 down here. So this one has to be a 1 or 2. And now we've got a 3, 4 pair here and a 1, 2 pair there. And what that means. All right. That means that this has to be a high digit. Because there's a 5 looking at it, and we've got all the low digits here. This has to be a high digit. And that means, because there's a 5 down here, that all of this has to be made up of high digits. And we've got this one here. And the 7 and 8 have to be on the Renban, because they are in the middle. We can only drop off the 9 or the 6. And this one is the digit we need to drop off. And there's no 9, so this has to be a 6. And this is a 7, 8, 9 triple. And now we can clean up a lot. Hopefully. Nope. Not that much, but maybe we can. I don't know. Maybe. Looks like it. Suddenly it's cascading. So what next? I always keep forgetting that part. All right, we need to enter a 3 and a 4 up here, because they're the only missing digits. And I'm just going to enter the available digits here, which is 4, 5, 6, and 8. Okay, and can't have an 8 in here, and we can't have a 4 here. And this one cannot be 4. And we know that this one is going to be the 4. That's not a 7. All right, we know these. Well, at least I should know. 2 and 3, I think. Yeah, right. So what's missing here? 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Wait a minute. Oh, stupid. The 7 doesn't belong to the Renban. I was getting confused. Okay, so that one's the 7. So what next? Right, let's enter all of the digits here. Which is 1, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. this one has to contain 7 and 8 again, because we can only drop off the extreme digits, 6 or 9. So this one can't be a 7 or 8. Cannot be a 1, so this can't be a 9, can't be a 3, so okay, the 7 was gone already. So it can still be a 4, 6 or 1, 9. But that's a 1 on this Renman. And it's 8 digits long. So this one cannot be a 9. We've got a 4, 6 pair. And now I can remove a bunch of numbers from this. And we've got a 3 and a 1. So I think that's most of the beautiful logic. The rest is more or less just cleaning up. Because now we can see that there's a 1. What else can I do? Okay, so this is a little bit desperate what I'm trying right now, because I'm pretty sure that there's more to do, but I guess I didn't pencil mark as much this time as I usually do. Oh, right, we've got a 4 and a 3 down here. What do we have here? 2, can't go up here. 5 and 6, and a 9. And the 9 can't go in here. Yeah, I think that's about as good as we can get there right now. Oh, right, these are limited to 2, and okay, 2 is actually completely fixed, which means that we get a 2 here. That's what I said about the pencil marking. If I had pencil marked more beforehand, all of this would have resolved a lot smoother. So this is an 8 and a 6 up here. The 8 on that Ranman. 7 because we've got 6 and 9 here. This is an 8 because of the 9 and the 7, and everything's resolving slowly but steadily. So what is this one? It's a 6. What are we missing on the Ranman? A 2 and a 3, and already entered 2 and 3, and this one is 5 and 8. 5 has to go here. It goes here, and now we've got that side. If you pencil mark enough, and suddenly when you get one digit, it's like playing pinball, and you go all over the place. Just didn't do enough of that this time. And I'm getting quiet because I want to solve it in a good time. I'm just going to pencil mark everything. It's not really worth my time to see stuff goes. Okay, and we're done. 12 minutes. That's almost my personal best, I think. Not quite sure. I hope you liked the puzzle. I hope you played the puzzle yourself. That's it for this video. I wish you a good day.